Hello folks, it's Ron from Ron's Beers and Tools. Have a beer to showcase today, as you can see in front of you. It's an IPA. It's from Base Camp Brewing Company out of Portland, Oregon. To be more precise on their address, they're at 930 Southeast Oak Street, Portland, Oregon. Their phone number, should you want to call, should you want to visit their tap room or the brew house, is 503-477-7479. They don't have any gentlemen or ladies' names associated with the brewery on their webpage. There wasn't much information on the webpage, just a little of the company history, but not much. And their beers. This Base Camp Brewing Company is kind of really associated with it. You can see the campfire here. They do a lot of adventurous stuff of boating and hiking and going up on the mountain passes and so forth up in the Oregon area. And I guess that's a nice region, Portland, Oregon. I've never been in Oregon. I've been in Seattle, Washington a couple of times, but I've never been to the state of Oregon. But let's look at the beer can. It's basically an IPA, but they call it an Ultra. I don't know if you can see it here in a light silver color. Ultra gnar, Ultra gnar IPA. Whatever that means. Pack it in, but then recycle. This can is made for adventure. So you see what it's saying here, if you need to pause it. To triumph over mountain, wave, wind, or boulder, you need a good beer base camp. That's true. I need a base camp. Your base camp helps you rally your adventurous spirit to conquer the next challenge. Whether you spent your day hip deep in water, hip deep in winter powder, or catching waves on a summer swell. You've earned this big, bold IPA, a beer crafted to deliver big hop taste and aroma over a smooth, velvety ride of specialty malts. Well, let's see. What else they have to say on? Do they have any notes? Basically, this is a 6.7% alcohol by volume. It's got 60 international bitter units. So that's they're saying it's going to give a big hop taste and big aroma on the hops. They've used specialty malted barley. So these are specialty malted barley and oats. So there's oats in this. Gives that, I think, gives it a certain thickness or flavor of that oats. There's 6 different Oregon. I don't know if I'm saying Oregon right. Oregon. 6 different Oregon grown flavor and aroma hops, giving a citrus backbone to this. And so we'll say it's citrus and piney and tropical fruit, which we know that'll come out of those 6 hops for sure. So it says, as good as first tracks in fresh powder. I don't know if you understand what that statement means. As good as first tracks in fresh powder. It's really for all you folks that have skied or like skiing. It's nice to get some nice fine powdered snow when nobody has skied there. It's virgin snow, so to speak. And you put your tracks through it first. And then as you get down the hill somewhat, you turn around and see how you skied down, how you did the S-curves, and how you was sluicing. And it's nice to get, they're called fresh powder. So basically, it's your tracks in fresh powder, or fresh snow, or virgin snow. And what the company espouses is beer and adventure. Whether it's skiing, or they say, on the lake, or camping, or hiking, which is nice. And they give a lot of donations to adventurous companies and organizations and so forth, So this is nice that they do that. So with no further ado, this was first started in 2012. Like I said, I don't have any names of the brewmaster or the founders, but it was founded in 2012 in Portland, Oregon, and there's a lot of, on the West Coast, a lot of breweries, a lot of craft breweries. All right, we have a glass. This is going to be interesting to try this 6 hops in this, and it should be pretty hoppy with 60 international bitter units. We got an old Bud Light glass that I purchased up in the gift shop up in Anheuser-Busch in Merrimack, New Hampshire. We used to go up there every summer when our kids were little and tour the brewery there. It was really nice. Nice setup there. A nice barn, I guess you could call it, stable, where they have the horses, the Clydesdales. And it's just a great gift shop. I've never seen a gift shop like that. I've been to a lot of breweries, and this was the best at Anheuser-Busch. That is definitely the best. Okay, no further ado. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, it's jumping out of the can. Whoa. Is that all carbonation? Wow, that is a strong carbonated beer. Clean up some of the mess I made. That is fine looking beer there. Wow. Let's get it up here on the mantle, as they say. That is really jumped out with carbonation. And that's must be quite the carbonated brew. I wasn't an aggressive pour by any means. I'm getting a little bit of the aroma now, not much of a sweetness smell, so that's good. Those 6 different hops should give some good aroma on this. Let's see if the pour, I mean, it's kind of, I don't think this was shaken up. It's kind of deceiving that it really come out like that. Okay, let's see. We can get the rest of the can in this. Without that's a good looking color. It's a coppery color, dark amberish, off-white head on it. I thought it was an orange, but it's a coppery. Let's get a nose to it. I get that caramel malt. Excuse me, a caramel malt jumping out at me more so than the hops. Getting some graininess, that biscuity kind of aroma that you get. It goes on usually with the sweetness. Bit of toffee now. Getting different aromas coming across as the bubbles are bursting in. Some citrus, definitely. You'd get the citrus of that, and some tropical fruit. I'd be getting that. Some pininess. Well, enough sniffing. It's good. Let's take a look at it a little bit longer. Yeah, that is a nice looking brew. The color is those pale ales. The style of this is an American IPA. It almost looks like those pale ales, those type of amberish, dark amberish colors on this. The brew house and tap room are right in the heart of Portland, Oregon. Someday I hope to visit Oregon, and particularly Portland. All right, no further ado. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Bottoms up. Sorry for my lip smacking and slurping. It's good tasting brew. Good tasting ale. The mouthfeel is creaminess. Some creaminess in it. Combination is good, as you can tell when it come out of the can. Excuse me. Getting some breadiness. Get the breadiness out of that. Like a crackery, when you have that breadiness, Look at the carbonation. That carbonation is something. That carbonation is strong carbonation. That's all I can say. Indian Pale Ale. See with the graphics, looks like a landscape of when you're looking at a topography of a map. Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be. The different heights and valleys and lows and terrain of a map. Like that would be a mountain, and it's going down. I'm not familiar with maps, particularly military maps that are like that. Excuse me. Enough for driving. Well, let's get that drone up, like we usually do. I think it is a bit, yeah, oh, very much so creamy. Very much so. Whoa, that is very much so. Well, kind of looks like the top of a milkshake. That is creamy. That is a good head. Now, that's why the mouthfeel is has creaminess in it. Is that it is definitely a creamy head on that ale there. It's a nice creamy head. All right, get some more. See what it tastes like again. It is. It still has that bready cracker. It's mild, though, very mild. Some reason it comes across like a pale ale, not like an IPA, even though the hops are there, the bitterness is there. I think as far as the malts, the caramel flavor, that malts and that toffee, they're a little bit stronger. So it's kind of taken away from being an IPA. It's just my thoughts on this and the way my taste buds are tasting it. It's like a pale ale. It's definitely not a big gnar IPA, as they've said initially. Up here, Ultra gnar IPA. Maybe it had more than, I think it was 65 international beer units on it. If it had more than that, 60 international beer units, it had more than that. That's not really that high on some of these, particularly when you get dealing with these New England juice bombs, and they're in the hundreds, 90, 100, then you know you're drinking an IPA for sure. This could be misconstrued as, like I say, an American pale ale. But it's not. They say it's not. Beer Advocate gave this a 3.66 out of 5. That's good. That's a good rating. I mean, it's a good-looking beer. Got that off-white head. It is clear. It is a coppery amber color. The aroma on this is a little bit of malt and caramel malt, graininess, some biscuity, definitely toffee, that sweetness. Citrusy, the tropical fruit from the hop. 6 different hops that are in this, piney. But the taste come across a little bready, crackerous, mildness. Then you know the citrus from the citra hops and the tropical fruitness. But the sweetness of this is definitely there. Doesn't linger. The bitterness seems to linger longer, even though it's not a high IBU. But it's creaminess, and it's a good mouthfeel. Okay, with that said, not bad, not the best I've ever had. Would I get it again? No, I wouldn't get it again. There's some other real, truly, those New England juice bombs or some high IBU Indian Pale Ales, that the flavors of that I like. So with that said, my loving wife picked up some snacks. You know, we can see over here. Cars. That glutton. A glutton-free. We got Cars gluten-free sensible snacks since 1933. I don't know why it has to be gluten-free. What causes it to be gluten-free? But it's sweet and salty mixed in here. This is really good. This is real good. I mix this with peanuts and cashews to make my own trail mix. But this is really good stuff in here. This is really, really good. You really don't need to mix it, but I do. All right, with that said, going on any further, this base camp from Oregon, the Oregon Trail, Oregon Trail. I used to be a game, I used to play on the computer years ago, Oregon Trail. All right, so this brewer coming from Oregon, I don't know, I have to try another one of their brews other than this one here. But, you should try it. Your taste buds are different than mine. You might like it a lot more than I do. No, I would not get it again. With that said, folks, enjoy the day. If you're going to drink responsibly, and don't drive. Ciao.